Lovecraft, Crowley, Transcendental Magic, Conquest through Technology and Mysticism by Victor Von Doom. Guessing this library doesn't carry the Hardy Boys.
I am unfamiliar with their work.
I brought you here, Hunter, so we might reconnect with your roots. To remind you of who you are, where you came from, and where you can go. And, more importantly, who I believe you can become.
Okay, so where do you see me going, Steve?
Not to sound like a self-help book, Hunter, but sometimes it's more about the journey than the destination. Keep striving to be the best version of the Hunter you can be. If you keep doing the work, nothing will be out of your reach. Except for that row of encyclopedias at the top of that bookshelf. I'm pretty sure you're gonna need a ladder for that.
Hey, can I ask a favor? Aw, thanks, Hunter.
What's shaking, Bacon?
Time's wasting, Hunter. All right, then.
Ain't gonna go easy, bub. Nice match, kid. Peace.
Oh, this? I want to ask you something, but you can't make fun of me, okay?
Fire away, Robbie.
Well, there is this online video game tournament, and I was kind of wondering, will you be my player too?
Of course I will be your player too, Robbie, and slay digital demons by your side.
Really? You sure you don't want to be player one?
No, no. You have earned that title. I am happy to follow your lead. So, what did I do to deserve this honor, Robbie?
I could ask you the same question. What did I do to deserve all your confidence in me?
I rarely meet someone as true and honest to himself as you, Robbie. Which explains how you can master the spirit of vengeance without letting it control you.
Calling someone like that back home can get you a nice beating. But I'll take it as a compliment. I sometimes wonder if you'd still think that way if it wasn't for Sparky. Don't get me wrong, we're a solid duo, there's no doubt about it. But on my own, would I be that great? I'm not so sure.
Have you considered Sparky might feel the same way?
What do you mean?
Sparky is occupying your body, Robbie. He needs you more than you need him. Without you, he is just a disembodied spirit. He probably feels just as insecure as you do.
Oh, poor guy. I never thought about it that way before. Oh, now I'm feeling bad for Sparky. He should know he's still a kick-ass demon all on his own.
You should start talking to yourself that way, Robbie. You might actually realize you are the real thing. A real hero.
Okay, fine. You've made your point.
Repeat it until every last bit of doubt is erased from your mind. Starting now.
I am the hero.
Perfect.
You know, I've been thinking, Hunter, and have come to the conclusion that we need a theme song.
We do?
Yes. We're practically a two-person team here, and I think this is the natural next step in our friendship. So, you got a favorite genre of music we could put the tune to?
We need something that will let our enemies know who they are dealing with.
Like?
That metal music Nico and Magic like to listen to. It is dark and menacing and should strike terror into the hearts of our enemies.
I don't know, Hunter. I'm pretty sure I've heard some Lilin lieutenants blast heavy metal on one of those death marches. I don't think that's gonna frighten them. I was thinking more like, Hunter and Spider-Man! Hunter and Spider-Man! One is a hunter, the other Spider-Man! They are Hunter and Spider-Man! So, what do you think?
It is quite catchy, Peter. I certainly will not be able to get it out of my head for a great while.
Good, because that's the whole point. We want to be like that song Lilin and Hydra Forces can't get out of their heads no matter how hard they try.
Then you are succeeding.
Cool. I'll work on it some more then. In the meantime, I was wondering, what do you think about that other thing I asked you about?
What other thing?
Me joining the Midnight Suns. You said be the best I can be, and I'm all for that, but I'm too used to working alone. I want to fit in more with the Suns. Any pointers?
Why not ask Robbie for guidance? He is part of the Suns and probably went through his own journey trying to find his place.
You're right. I guess I can casually bring it up next time we queue for an online match. I don't want him to think that I'm using him or anything. Not that I'm using you or anything.
Peter, I am sure he would love to have you as an ally in the Suns. As would I.
Aw, really?
Really.
Okay. Thanks for the solid advice as always, Hunter. Till next time.
I wouldn't have guessed we'd become such fast friends, Hunter, but I welcome your company. Just like you wanted.
Where in the hell? Blaze.
Friendly neighborhood service at friendly neighborhood prices.
I'm here if you need me.
There you are, Hunter. Please join me when you have a moment. I insist.
Oh, you are gonna love this.
How may the Sorcerer Supreme... If it were up to Tony, you'd... I was under the impression this artifact no longer existed. A truly rare find. A task for us? So, do you have much experience with smithing? Perhaps you should put your suit on for this.
Where do you think I got the suit? Doc?
I assume through some sort of elaborate computer-aided precision manufacturing process.
Well, that's how it is now, sure, but the very first one I hammered out with my own 2 hands. Ooh, new coil. Let's get to work. What do you think? Nice, you brought me the good stuff. Sometimes, I even impress myself. If this thing behind me turns into a giant gateway to ancient Egypt, I'm quitting. See ya, Hunter.
This should be useful.
Where in the hell are you, Blaze?
What do you think of Logan?
It's good to have him here again. He's always been a trusted friend.
Well, at least there is one person in this abbey you trust.
Ah, you must be referring to me keeping you in the dark about Blaze holding the parchment of power.
I am.
And you think that means I don't trust you?
Withholding that kind of information from me does give that impression.
I see how you could take it that way. Logan kept a secret for Agatha and I, and it saved our lives. It must have been, what, 1985? 84? I remember because Agatha crimped her hair and shoulder pads had cast some strange spell over my wardrobe. We looked quite ridiculous, but we were happy. Well, happy until a rather disturbed coven of witches by the name of the Salem Seven invaded our home.
What did you do to provoke their ire?
Oh, I see. You think I did something wrong. But it wasn't me they were upset with. It was Agatha. See, the Salem Seven were her grandchildren by her son Nicholas Scratch.
They tried to kidnap their grandmother?
They felt she had betrayed which kind by choosing to live among humans, and came to drag her back to New Salem by force. Logan was staying with us when they invaded our home. He hid us in a secret passage and refused to tell them where we were. He kept our secret and fought them off long enough for Agatha to invoke a banishing spell. Without him, they would have surely kidnapped her. Or maybe worse.
And I thought my issues with my mother were bad.
Yes, indeed. It seems like most of us here have dysfunctional relationships with our families, at best.
I am beginning to think it may be a prerequisite for becoming a hero.
Speaking of dysfunctional dynamics, I do trust you, you know, even though I don't always show it.
I know.
Even though you don't always show it?
Something like that.
Common ground. Who would have thought?
Where in the hell are you, Blaze? Was running a search for our new pal Blaze's location, and all of a sudden, this happened.
Equone credite tucri.
Latin?
Do not trust the horse Trojans. Carol, just what type of search were you running? There. It's a message. Well, more like a bad dad joke from beyond the grave.
Howard?
His research files. Whenever there's any unauthorized access, the Trojan Horse program activates, and bingo. There's our little thief right there.
The Southwest. That cannot be a coincidence.
Tony, did Howard do this to all his files?
Oh no, only the good stuff. The really juicy stuff.
How juicy?
Well, I'll give you 2 guesses, but you'll only need one. A big green one.
Gotta admit, I'm super curious to find out what Bruce has been digging up in the old files.
And how Lilith plans to use it against us.
One false move, and that guy's getting sliced into gamma cubes.
Find out what Banner is searching for in the Stark files, then get back here.
We got this, Sarah. I know how to handle Bruce.
He's fallen under Lilith's power. He's no longer the same man you knew.
Yeah, he's a little more exciting now.
Stark, wait! We don't know what he's planning.
Hesitated with Bruce before and it cost us. Don't worry, this time I've accounted for...
And if these results are correct, it changes everything.
You knowingly triggered that Trojan horse, didn't you?
I did.
Another trap, Bruce? Huh. I'm disappointed.
No trap, Tony. An invitation.
To what? Join Queen Demon and the creepy crew? If anyone could fight her off, I'd have thought it'd be you.
And why would I ever want to do that? She values me, not the monster you all seem so fixated with. Together, we will shatter the limitations of what you refer to as magic and science. But don't take my word on it.
My gamma accelerator is only the first step. We stand on the precipice of true
Yeah, heard that one before. Usually when Pops was ready to kick off a new arms race.
Save your phony disgust for the cameras. We both know you're interested. I want you to finish Howard's work.
Uh-huh.
With me.
Of course.
Together we will fulfill your father's destiny.
Yep.
And bask in the glory of the Dark Mother.
And there it is. Well, Bruce, I can see how well this whole Lilith thing is working out for you, but the problem is, I already have a team. And while I appreciate the generous offer, we're gonna take back my father's data, and then kick your evil ass.
You misunderstand me, Tony. I wasn't asking.
Dr. Banner was kind enough to alert Hydra's forces to your presence. If you ever wanted to show off your elite hacking skills, now would be the time, Mr. Stark.
Me? Show off? What would ever give you that idea? And didn't I tell you to call me Tony?
Just hack the computer before they smash it, please, Tony.
See, that wasn't so hard.
just keeps getting easier. Kiss it goodbye.
I am impressed.
Let's do it. Does Hydra even pay you enough to cover your medical bills? This should be good.
Leave some for the rest of us.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
Get on the ugly one. Should do the trick.
Precious time.
Now it's my turn.
Your end is there. As she commands.
Our ally requires aid.
Arm Gamma on the move.
You really are a terrible salesman, Bruce. At least butter me up before you attack my deservedly huge ego.
It is time. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Weak, even for Hydra. No point in protecting your master now. Let us see if they have an answer to this. You can thank me later.
Fair enough.
They are repositioned. My purpose is clear. They're almost here. Hold position. Her children will join us.
That facility is teeming with Hydra reinforcements. Anything you can do to expedite the process.
Look, you can't just smash the keyboard and wait for a bunch of algebraic equations to fly off the screen. This isn't some 90s movie.
You have earned this!
Love the effort. Fair enough. Here we go.
Behold their passage.
If you think I'd want to make him proud, you don't know me at all, Bruce.
Pain is only temporary.
I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
I'm saving my energy till we need it. How much is Lilith paying you guys anyway? It can't be enough.
Just what I need.
Where would you be that she cannot find you? For Hydra! An enduring pain. Reinforcements inbound.
You ready to save the world?
done waiting.
Now that was something.
This shouldn't take long. I gotta say, the whole Hail Hydra thing is pretty stale. Got any new material?
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
I can handle it.
Who wants the honors?
Hope you're ready.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
You attached to that face. Maybe it's time you quit this racket.
I don't do this for just anyone.
For all that money, it better work. Hail Hydra! You don't know who you're messing with. On Gamma on the move! Did your mama have any kids that lived? Clever you,
Love the effort. Getting it done any way we know how. I heard Lilith is kind of hot. Any of you dorks make a move yet?
Welcome assistance.
Hail Hydra! That'll heal right up. Here comes a few more. Faustus running some kind of experiment on your face? I think he botched it.
Credit where credit is due, Stark knows his technology.
Got it.
Why can it never be easy with you?
Just lucky, I guess.
Tony, wait! We have what we came for. There's no reason to follow him.
I tried to reason with you, Tony, but you were never going to listen. Just like Mother said.
Oh, crap.
It's too beautiful, too painful for words. So I'll show you. Yes, of course.
Okay, then you were right.
Oh, and Tony, this was the trap.
Holy mother of... Is it me, or are these things just getting bigger and bigger? Look at the forehead on that thing.
More concerned about the maze.
Oh, I was getting to that. But I just can't pull my eyes away from that massive brain case of hers.
I'm glad you're in good spirits, but the Dread Maiden is no laughing matter.
Sure, why not?
That's the one you want.
I will not be defeated.
Your fate is sealed. You were too weak for this fight. They will know our power.
You're a natural.
That'll work. They won't know what hit him. Wow, that's embarrassing.
I was born to bring about the end. My strike runs true. My fate is
Fresh meat coming in.
I've not lost interest.
She's going to try summoning reinforcements unless you can disable her first.
Sure, maybe we'll just take a few swipes at her kneecaps. You might want to get that looked at. Sure, why not?
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
we go. My lawyers tell me I'm not liable for any evil-related injuries.
Your mother abandoned you.
Let's show him some team spirit.
Maybe you're as good as they say. Now for something real special. Not looking good for you.
They cannot possibly match your strength. Your time has come.
Whatever gets the job done. You all share the same brain?
Not the end.
Bring what you got.
Lilith has made this Dread Maiden in her own twisted image.
Sketchbooks.
This shall be of great help.
I know that wasn't your signature move.
Your time has come.
I know what my future holds.
I'm gonna rip you a new one.
I saw a move like that once, centuries ago. Feel my call.
Time.
Fair enough.
Now it's my
Love the effort.
Fight on!
Death has arrived. Prepare yourselves for the journey. Embrace your end! Eternity awaits.
Looks like they called for help.
In case I forget, remind me to thank Banner for unleashing this thing on us. He doesn't handle rejection well.
All who serve Lilith will fall.
I fear no end.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself.
What'd you expect? Let's do it.
Nice move, bub.
I will not be defeated. There is no pain in the end.
You had your chance.
Oblivion opens her arms.
Guess we're not done yet.
Come get it.
The longer this takes, the more danger you're in. Don't let her overwhelm you.
Oh, that's a really helpful insight. Maybe you should come down here and knock her out for us.
See what you're after, Scar.
My fate is no different from yours.
This is going to hurt.
I wasn't sure how you'd fare against her, but the Dread Maiden was no match for you.
What'd you call that thing again?
Dread Maiden.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I think I lost myself there for a second. I should have listened to you. I'm sorry about that.
He that starts out on a quest for vengeance.
This work, this discovery, will have ramifications for generations to come. Think my own son, Tony.
Better not miss. Every time it seems like I finally put my family issues behind me, someone has to go and pick at the scar.
Is this about what Banner found in your father's files?
Bingo. Let's just say your mom and my dad would have made a real cute couple. In hell.
Your father might have been a terrible person, but I do not think he could possibly compare to the threat from my mother.
Oh boy, are we really doing a whose parent was worse competition? We should get Nico out here to judge.
Perhaps I should know more about him. Your father, that is.
Some kids' dads had hobbies like collecting coins or stamps. Mine collected Defense Department contracts. And on the rare occasions when he wasn't off trying to build a better bomb, he was yelling at me.
Over what?
Over everything!
So Banner wants one of your father's bombs.
No, it's worse than that. Howard had an avid interest in gamma radiation. That's the thing that puts the Hulk in Hulk. He always talked of constructing a gamma accelerator, an unbelievably powerful piece of machinery. If that's what Banner's after, we could be in a world of hurt.
The situation is already dire, whether or not Banner is pursuing this accelerator.
Yeah, but one thing about my dad's technology, it always made doing terrible things much easier.
If it helps, we could go through the files together and strategize.
I appreciate the offer, Hunter, but right now I just need to get out of this suit and put my thoughts together.
Good girl, Charlie.
So don't get mad, but Caretaker wants to run Emo Kids tonight.
I do not mind. Why would that make me mad?
I'm a little mad. I don't want her thinking she's in charge now. Alright, let's do this.
Lead the way.
How much did Nico tell you about tonight's meeting?
She said you are leading it.
I suspect you have an opinion on the matter. Say what you must.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I can handle it.
I do not want you going through this again.
Oh, kiddo. Hard to mourn someone when they're standing in front of you. Tonight I will cocoon your conscious mind from your past self. When you are ready, we can safely observe the events of your death.
Is this some kind of hypnosis?
No, it's old magic, once used to heal tormented minds. It allows one to observe and process past events that may be painful to consider.
Why didn't you think of this sooner?
You've been gone so long. Until the last meeting, it didn't occur to me that the events of your death are, to you, quite recent. Now then, shall we proceed?
We can begin.
What is the last memory on the night of your death?
Lilith, asking me to join her.
Keep it close. That's where you'll begin.
All right.
What do you see?
Lilith and I face each other in the circle. Join you? Why would I ever do that?
Since my transformation, I have made so many children, yet all pale beside my greatest creation. My true child, perfect, conceived in my very image.
I am nothing like you.
Not yet, but you will be, when I remove the shackles that bind
No.
you.
I will never stand by your side.
Foolish child, you have no choice in the... But we can no longer afford such lies.
I cannot move. The Darkhold. She has the Darkhold.
You cling to the delusions of your captors. Embrace your true self trapped within.
She lifts the Darkhold high. She...
That's it? That's how the hunter died?
There's nothing more.
So the hunter died because of a book?
Miss Rasputin, the Darkhold is hardly a book.
So Lilith read the hunter to death.
I guess she channeled her demon powers through the Darkhold.
Ugh, still a boring way to die.
Observing your own death can lead to sleepless nights, I know from personal experience. If you have trouble sleeping, I can write you a prescription. A joke, of course. I'm not licensed in this state.
You died predictably.
You sound disappointed.
Death for the hunter should not be so banal. Next time, add some spice. Get your legs stuck in a combine harvester. Have a sack of starving weasels tied around your face. Anything but demon powers.
I'm disappointed. I thought there'd be more to it.
Same here.
I always thought her attack on the Abbey was to recover the Darkhold, but it appears it was a means to an end.
What she said about me, my true self, can you explain that?
No, it's nonsense, but she clearly believed what she said. Perhaps we can use this against her.
How?
When we're ready to face her, you may be able to divert her attention.
You want to use me as bait?
Well, if you're offering.
Why is using me as bait always your plan?
Because it works.
After I died, was that how you found me?
Yes. You and Lilith. With the Darkhold between you.
If she used it to kill me, how did she die?
The Darkhold is a dangerous book. Maybe the power was too much for her to control.
I know where my body ended up. What of Lilith?
The Knights of Wundagore took Lilith's body. I didn't ask where, and didn't want to know.
And the Darkhold?
Also provided to the Knights, in pieces for them to scatter throughout the world. It worked for centuries, until Hydra tracked them down.
That is all I wanted to ask.
Are you all right? This can't have been easy to relive.
Not knowing was the hardest part of my return. I feel better.
Good. I won't keep you. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
What did Lilith mean about your true self?
We are finding more questions than answers.
Thankfully, Sarah is around to help put the pieces together.
But not tonight.
Alright, you taking off?
That is it for me.
Sounds good. See you next meeting.
It's your move, Tom.
Move for me.
I can't move for you. That defeats the purpose of the game. Why don't you just tell me what's bothering you instead?
How do you know something's bothering me? You using the all-seeing eye?
Robbie and I are gonna play Valor's Edge until duty calls.
How are you, Peter?
Better than the world out there. I've been watching this for hours, hoping to get a glimpse of the neighborhood, see how it's holding up through all this. But I guess Queens is not important enough for the news media to cover.
How is your Aunt May faring? Any word from her?
Thanks for asking, Hunter, but no.
That must be stressful for you.
It really is. I've been trying to reach her on her cell all day today, and the signal keeps dropping. I'm guessing that big hole in the New York atmosphere is interfering with her cellular network. Sometimes I feel like I should be there with her, to protect her, to protect the neighborhood. But I know you need me here.
You cannot be everywhere at once, or everything to everybody.
But who else is going to protect my neighborhood if not little old Spidey me?
We will protect your neighborhood by saving the world.
Oh, looks like I just got a message.
From your Aunt May?
No, MJ. She said Aunt May is staying with her. What a relief.
You should call them.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Thanks for checking in on me, Hunter. If Lilith mindjacks me, she's gonna be surprised how much of it is taken up by movie trivia and web fluid formulas.
I have something for you.
A pony?
Sorry.
Tony Stark's father had a secret trove of gamma research that Bruce Banner stole from under our noses. That stings me, and I'm not even an Avenger.
Ominous indeed.
Hypus was among the first of the Elder Gods born at the dawn of our world. And unfortunately for him, he was also the first to die.
How does an Elder God die?
He was consumed by another Elder God. In this case, his own brother, Set.
Lovely.
I saw a movie like that once, centuries ago.
Now that was something. The advantage is mine.
By consuming Hypus, Set absorbed his brother's power, but also triggered the downfall of the Elder Gods as they turned.
This shall be of great help. You were too weak for this fight. Your mother abandoned you. You had your chance to escape. Feel my call. Some of the rest of us. No mercy for the servants of Lilith. Once again, Lilith's servants fall.
I mentioned during the last trial, with most of the Elder Gods corrupted, a tomb was born and sent to destroy them. When he was done, he released the energy back to the stars.
And now they watch in silence from above while I fight for their amusement.
Who am I to speculate on their intentions? So then, I say things have worked out to your benefit.
I'm impressed.
After this, you should be all the more prepared for whatever Lilith has planned in the coming days.
I
had hoped for a challenge. Return to your mother. It's the least I can do. As a child, I feared the servants of Lilith. Now I teach them. Let us see if they have an answer for this. You were unprepared. They cannot possibly match your strength. I saw a move like that once, centuries ago.
I'm sure Hippis will be pleased. You've proven yourself more than capable.
This looks like a close. Hippis does not seem to agree. Hippis will provide. Hippis brings renewal. The goddess disagrees. Autumn does not answer. Must not be her purview. He is in agreement. All will be restored.
Hunter, hello.
The god's latest gift seems to be quite powerful. I've already removed a great deal of corruption afflicting the grounds nearby.
I've noticed. I take it that means the latest trial wasn't much of an obstacle for our legendary hunter and their faithful companion.
We were ready for what awaited us.
The power of renewal is indeed a remarkable thing, especially when facing such an insidious problem.
But how did this corruption come to spread across the grounds in the first place?
I mentioned before that Wanda had visions after absorbing the power of the Moon Seal at my altar. But it's obvious now I didn't truly understand the depths of what she was experiencing.
What do you think really happened here?
I've told you that Wanda wasn't a descendant of the Blood. In truth, her magic was born in chaos, from the touch of the Dark God Cthon himself. I fear this connection between them was even stronger than I imagined.
She gave our enemy a window into our home.
Now you're starting to sound like Sarah. You should know as well as anyone, Hunter. Our actions define us, not our blood. Wanda didn't ask to be blessed by Chthon, and I refused to hold it against her.
It is done now in any case. We can only move forward from here.
Renewing the grounds is already an important step forward for us.
Wanda's visions, were they part of her ties to Chthon? Do you know what it is she saw?
She described them like a dream. Broken, distorted images that she could only remember in passing. But you're right, Hunter. I believe now it was Chthon who came to her, his influence strengthened by the power of the seal she absorbed.
And the corruption on the grounds, this was his influence?
It seems almost too clear now. The corruption on the grounds returned just as Wanda's explorations reached their peak.
Was there nothing in her journal about this?
Maybe we've gotten ahead of her. I should return to the library and continue the translations. Come by tomorrow and I'll let you know if I've found anything new.
Blessings of Hippus. There is only so much Hippus can do. The gods are fickle. There must not be anything here. Hippus will provide. Hippus brings renewal. He is in agreement. What is this? It looks like a fragment of a moon seal. She does not see it happening.
You've almost retraced Wanda's steps, Hunter. Which means it's probably time I was honest with you. Things got a bit messy at this point. It was here that Wanda hit a wall, in the literal sense. The gates sealing off your mother's garden seemed all but impervious to any attempt we made at opening them.
You would not have given up that easily.
Of course not. Wanda was hesitant, but I was emboldened by just how close she had come to succeeding. I strongly encouraged her to keep trying. If I had only stopped to consider the risks. But no. With my guidance, she attempted to use the moon seal from Set's trial to force open the gate.
Is that even possible?
Without the word of power, Set's blessing, Wanda couldn't control the energy within the seal. It responded like these things often do. It exploded.
But the gate did not open?
No, it didn't. And as an unfortunate side effect of the blast, I was killed.
That was the training accident with Wanda?
A surprisingly level-headed explanation from the poor girl, considering what she had just witnessed. I was still out of my senses, but that's a story for another time.
You died. Wanda was left traumatized, only to be blamed by Caretaker and left without anyone to support her?
I said things got messy. Perhaps I should have said heartbreaking. In either case, now you know the truth.
But what about Sarah and the others? They need to know as well.
Given my current situation, I think it may have to wait, dear. If you'd still like to move forward, you'll need to find the shards of the broken moon seal. If all goes well, I should be able to reform the seal.
I believe I have found one already.
Of course you have. There are 2 more fragments somewhere. Find them and bring them to me.
Mother. The goddess must be busy. Autumn, show me this. The son of Gaia approves. Autumn reveals all.
As a place to die, this isn't a bad one.
She believes in our purpose. If his help was warranted, Hippus would survive. Autumn must not see it that way.